Okay, so kicking off our first how-to video, I'm going to scroll through our library. You have access to any of the books in our library, so feel free to explore. I know some of you are teaching outsiders this year, so let's start with that. I want to show you our instructional engagements, which you can find by clicking on the View Annotated Text button. I'll click 7th grade instruction for now. And then what you'll see here is a digital version of the book on the left-hand side and then workspace on the right-hand side. You can navigate through the book by using this chapter menu here. You can type in a page or just go page by page with this arrow right here. So let me type in a page. You'll see that there are highlighted portions of the text. These portions of the text are attached to what we call, again, our instructional engagements. So I'll click here, read full engagement. You'll see that we've tagged this instructional engagement to a Common Core text, a Common Core standard, a literary device, and a couple of skills and strategies, which you'll find in every one of our engagements. Below that is what we call our descriptions. This is where we just sort of describe what's happening in the text and tell you how it aligns to standards, tell you why it's a great use of dialogue to teach to students. This is really to help you with your intellectual preparation. So whether you're a first-year teacher or you've taught this book a million times, it's either really good professional development or a really good time saver for you. Below that, you'll find 3 instructional prompts that's really getting at the same instructional idea. So the notice prompt is for when students don't need that much support from you. It's sort of like a, hey, I want everybody to reread that paragraph and turn and talk to your partner about, what you see and what you notice. That is really sort of a light touch for teacher. Next is our discuss prompt, and that's really when students need a little bit of support from you and you want to facilitate sort of a whole class discussion. And then below that is our model prompt, and that is really when students need the most support and you want to do a demonstrate, a think aloud, direct instruction. That's what the model really is. Really what we're trying to help you do with all of these engagements or all of these prompts is to help you avoid over scaffolding or under scaffolding and really get right at that level of productive struggle for kids. If you scroll all the way down, you'll also notice the previous and the next button. If you need to differentiate below or above grade level, you can scroll down or toggle down to the next grade or toggle up to the next grade as well. So that will help you with differentiation and instruction and extension. So let's say I want to create a lesson plan. I can add a new lesson plan or I can build onto one that I already have. So let's just say lesson 27. And I'll add a block. Lesson plans are created by 3, 4, 5 different blocks. Let's say I'm going to name this block RL 7.2. I could name it characterization. I can name it dialogue. I could really name it anything that I want. And then let's say that I think most of my students will be okay just sort of figuring this out on their own with some time. And then I have a 1 or 2 students that might need some more direct, heavy-handed instruction. So I'll move this over to the lesson plan as well. If you choose not to use this side of the page, you can just copy and paste using this icon right here. And again, going back to that balance of support and autonomy, you can always edit our language here. If you want to use your own words or add or delete anything too, you can do that just by hitting this edit button right here. I'm going to write in my notes, use notice prompt for whole class turn and talk, and then use the model prompt for one-on-one with Jackie, who's still working through this. And so I will save that block. All of the blocks will sort of build up right here to your lesson stack, and then you can download that PDF, you can email it, or you can print it out. One more thing before we move on to the next video is that there will be some pages where you'll see a little dot up here in the top left corner. That is an instructional engagement as well, so make sure you don't skip over those. Those just mean that instructional engagement applies to a whole page or maybe takes up a couple of pages and we didn't want to highlight all of that text. So enjoy the next few videos and let us know if you have any questions about engagements.